Hi, everyone. This is Tammy, owner of Worthyworthitpriceless. And today's podcast is titled Be Free. It is easy for someone to just tell you, hey, be free. Be the person that you were called to be or you're meant to be. But a lot of times there is a mental battle behind that. And in this podcast, I want to give you encouragement and hopefully steps for you to kind of break free of that. So, for me, my biggest issue was pleasing other people or really caring about other people's opinion. That didn't change for me until until God started showing me who people really were. And with that, with the heartaches, the traumas and all that other stuff, more and more I wanted my true self to come out because I realized that my true self was always hidden. And then, like I stated, I cared too much about what people thought. And when I did that, I wasn't living my true self. So my encouragement to you would be this. First, see what you need to be free from. Be real with yourself. What is it that you need to be free from? Could you be like me that you need to be free from people's opinions? Could it be that you're just not basically living who you really want to be? You're not doing the job or career that you really want to do? That is the first step. Recognize that. And the second step is start making goals for that. So my issue, like I've stated before, my biggest issue was I have like three, but either way, I was a people pleaser. I introvert and I hated conflict. So a lot of times people would say or do things and I just like let it roll off or whatever, but it wasn't how I really felt. And like I said, more and more, especially with being a people pleaser, I would shrink back to basically let other people shine and things like that. Like even in class, a lot of times I would study the night before, know the answer, but still wouldn't say anything because, you never know what people might say. Once again, I cared too much about people's opinions. And for me, I had to take baby steps to realize that what I wanted mattered. And you have to realize that too. What you want matters. It's God did not place you on this earth to not have a voice. You have a voice for a reason. He wants you to use it. And what you say or your opinion is of value. And if other people can't appreciate that, then they may not need to be in your life. Another thing was like even this might seem crazy, but let me see, about 20 years ago, I know, right? When I wanted to graduate from high school, or I was graduating, not that I wanted to. Either way, you know what I mean. When I was graduating from high school, I wanted blue hair. That was the same color of my cap and gown, and I actually do my own hair as far as when I do braids. So it's like I wanted to have blue braids. My mom was like, don't put no blue braids in your hair, blah, blah, blah. And so I ended up, I think I only put like a couple of braids in there because I didn't want to, ruffle feathers or whatever. And recently, I think probably like last year, it was right before COVID, I was going to change my hair again. And I was going to put colors in my hair. I had a podcast about that too. And I was going to put colors in my hair. And at that time, I decided, no, I wasn't going to do it because I was still in that place where I cared what other people thought. And I also didn't want people staring at me, even though I've had a bald head and I don't know how many times. And so it's like I'm kind of used to people staring at me, but I didn't really want that. And I didn't really want people's opinions and all the other stuff. And so fast forward to now, I decided that I was actually going to do purple hair and I wanted to do my braids purple. And full transparency, I started braiding my hair, and like midway through, I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do this. And it seemed like I had anxiety, and I'm like, and I don't know why it was like a big deal. It's purple hair, but it was like, I wasn't sure if that was something that I wanted to do, or, it was a lot of stuff that went into it. And then by the grace of God, I prayed about it. Yes, it was that big of a deal. But I prayed about it and everything, and whatever it was, God lifted it off of me. And I realized at that moment, it wasn't so much about the hair. It was about me actually doing what I wanted to do and not caring what other people thought. And that's why I think I had so much anxiety or fight against it, because I was stepping out on faith and doing something that I wanted to do, or something I never really done, and not caring what someone else thought. That was like my step to freedom, even though it's hair and you might think whatever about hair, but look at the bigger picture and not just the point of hair. It was the point of 20 years ago, I didn't do what I wanted to do because I was trying to please my mom. A year or two ago, I didn't do it because of what other people thought or what somebody might say about me having colored hair. And now, the third time's a charm or whatever, I basically said, I don't care. And so that's what I want for you guys. Whatever it is in your life, do what makes you happy. As long as you're not killing anybody, you're not hurting anybody, go do it. As long as it's not illegal, you have to say that too. But no matter what, as long as it makes you happy, your happiness matters, your joy matters, you matter. Do not worry about what anybody else say about what you do, because you have to realize people is going to do what they want to do in their life. So why would you let them stop you from doing what you want to do? It's your life. If you want to shave half of your head off, do it. As long as you're old enough. But you know what I mean. But the thing about it, as long as it makes you happy, do what makes you happy. Don't allow other people to dictate your moves and your actions and everything. Be free from other people's opinions. Be free of what everybody else thinks. Do what God has called you to do. Go after that dream. Go after whatever is in your heart that you really want to do and that you're called to do. And that thing or that dream that keeps waking you up in the middle of the night, those ideas that you have, no longer just keep those in your notebook. Start living out there. Start making plans of how you're going to succeed in them. It may not be overnight, but little by little, it will happen. Just like you might have anxiety in the middle of doing it, just like how I had with my hair. But at the end of the day, make a determination in your mind that you want to see it through. Because that's what happened with me. It was like, I couldn't take the braids out. I knew it was something bigger than just having purple hair. I knew that I had to take this step, because if I took this step, then I could take the step even for something else way bigger than just hair. So believe in yourself. Know that you got this and God has you. He didn't bring you this far for you to end up right there. I know that whatever you might be going through right now, you might feel like there is no end in sight. God can change things in an instant, but He needs your obedience to do so. And maybe that first step is all that He needs. He just needs you to take that first step and be free of whatever is on your mind. Because a lot of times what we do is we make this whole scenario in our mind, and it'll be things that will never happen. But trust in God, believe in yourself, and you got this. And God has you. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Know that you have worth, you have value, and no longer will you allow the opinions of other people to stop you from living the life that God has planned for you. You got this. God has you. Always know that you are worthy, worth it, and priceless. Love you guys. Until next time. Bye.